My Kindle has been one of my most essential pieces of tech for a very long time. I've used it almost every single day for about 15 years. And previously, if you'd have asked me which model should you pick up, I'd have been able to give you a very clear answer. But recently, Amazon have updated their product line and they have really muddied the waters between each different option. So today, I want to talk you through the line and make a clear suggestion for what you should pick up. So the first option you have is the Kindle, the basic entry-level, no bells and whistles Kindle. Here's my unit. I've had this about 11 years. It's beaten, it's battered, it's covered in scratches, but you know what? It still works a charm. And that's got to say something solid about the Kindles themselves. Now the basic Kindles come a long way since I picked up this unit. Previously they had no lighting whatsoever and they looked a little bit clunky. But they've really sharpened things. So the specs of the basic Kindle, you will get a 6-inch screen with 300 ppi. That is the same pixels per inch as every model of Kindle. So whichever unit you pick up, you will get those really sharp visuals. So with the recent refresh, they've added in backlighting. That is a massive increase. It means you can read your Kindle in bed. It means you can read it almost anywhere. It massively increases the versatility of the product. I have always told people, if you can, pick up the Paperwhite because that backlighting is massive, makes such a difference. So it is absolutely fantastic that they've added it to the basic Kindle. Now you won't get quite the same quality of lighting on the basic Kindle as you will on some of the other units. It's got just 4 LEDs, so it won't be perfectly diffused and you might be able to make out the individual lights. But that might not be enough to put you off, and it is awesome just to see some lighting built in. Another feature that they've added is dark mode, so the ability to flip your black and white images. That is a massive upgrade. I read in dark mode so often. If I'm reading at night, it is always in dark mode. It adds so much less strain on your eyes to see that much less light coming through, and the words are still so clear and so crisp. For storage, you'll get 16 gigabytes. That is plenty. Now they've upgraded it from what was previously in the basic Kindle of 8. And the reason they've done that is that they've also given you the feature to connect some headphones via Bluetooth and then play audiobooks. The Kindle books themselves take up hardly any space on your device. You can have thousands on there, so you don't need that much space. But audiobooks are a different ballgame. Now personally, I don't play audiobooks from my Kindle. I find it so much easier just to play them from my phone. The only reason I can think somebody might want audiobooks connected on their Kindle is so that they could read the book and listen to the audiobook at the same time using WhisperSync. It's not something I ever do, but I suppose it could be nice should you want to. Another upgrade that they've built into the base Kindle this year is the introduction of USB-C charging. This is absolutely fantastic. I can't stand micro USB. It has plagued the Kindle line for years, so it is awesome to see the addition of USB-C. Now it comes in 2 colours. You can get black or you can get denim. I'll mention the cost, although it could change at any point, and Amazon do so many sales throughout the year. But at the moment in the UK it's about 85 quid if you take it with ads, and it's 95 quid if you take it without ads. Ads change what is displayed on the front of your Kindle. If you've got no ads, when you close your book you will see an image from the front of the book you were last reading. With ads enabled, when you lock the Kindle it will show some sort of messaging relating to the Kindle store, trying to encourage you to pick up another book. I'll be honest, it's a very inoffensive form of advertising, but it's also nice to see the book you're reading. So maybe do consider paying the extra tenner to pick it up without the ads. Then you've also got the Kindle Kids edition. That is exactly the same as the basic Kindle, but it comes with an additional case and you get access to just over 1,000 kids books free of charge. It also comes with a 2-year guarantee. That's 1 year more than with any other model of Kindle. Currently the cost of the Kindle Kids edition is about 10 quid more than the basic Kindle without the ads. The next product you've got in the line is the Kindle Paperwhite. Here's my copy. I've had this about 6 or so years. Again, it's taken a few bumps, but it still works really well. Now previously, the Paperwhite was always the clear winner because it was that first product that they introduced the backlighting to. But now you can get that with the basic Kindle. So is it worth trading up to the Paperwhite? Well, with the Paperwhite you get a slightly bigger screen. Your screen increases from that base 6-inch to 6.8 inches. It doesn't sound like a massive increase, but I promise you, you do notice the difference. Again, they've introduced USB-C to the Paperwhite line, and they've built in a few extra tricks up its sleeve. So first, the backlighting. I mentioned that the base Kindle has just 4 LEDs. The Paperwhite has 17. That gives you much better diffusion and a really even backlighting right throughout the unit. They also add in the ability to adjust the tone of that light. Now that means that if you're reading later in the day, you can make it a warmer tone and remove some of the blue light. It won't have so much strain on your eyes and it shouldn't have as much of an effect on your body clock when you're trying to get ready for sleep. This is another feature that I think is a massive win. I use the warmer light every day. I have it set to come on at a certain time of day, and every time I pick up my book after that time, I know that it's not going to be straining my eyes. This is a feature that up until very recently came with a more expensive unit, so really cool to see it coming into the Paperwhite. Another feature that they've taken from a more expensive unit is the fact that the Paperwhite now comes with IPX8 waterproof protection. That means that it's protected against any splashes or accidental immersion. So if you want to read by the pool, if you want to read on the beach, if you want to read in the bath, you should be safe. Now for storage, the Paperwhite comes with just 8GB, which is really odd. I don't know why they've gone with 16 for the basic Kindle and just 8 for the Paperwhite, but they have. You can choose to increase it to 16, but it comes with an increased cost. So what are those costs? Well, currently it starts at £130. That's for the 8GB versions with ads built in. Then it will be £10 more if you want to take away those ads. Then a further 10 if you want to go with ads but with 16GB, and a tenner more on top of that with 16GB with no ads. So the most expensive Paperwhite you could get currently would be 160 quid. And as part of the recent refreshes of the Kindle Paperwhites, you can get them in an additional colour. You can go for black, you can go for denim, or the new agave green. So things are starting to get a bit confusing now. You've got quite a few options. But that's just the beginning, because you can also go for the Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition. That comes with everything that's included with the Kindle Paperwhite, with a few magic touches. They've added in wireless charging. Now, this is a USB-C unit, and personally I would never choose to use the wireless charging. I find it far too finicky and I would much rather just plug in the USB-C, but it's there should you want it. They also increased the storage to 32GB. Now, as I said, I really don't think you should worry too much about storage when you're picking your Kindle. My current unit is 8GB. I've got hundreds of books on there. I've never deleted any of them, and I'm only about half full. It's also had software updates, and there's the OS built in. I have no fears about running out of space, but I don't listen to audiobooks on my Kindle. Maybe you will. Another feature for the Signature is the auto adjusting light. So it's got a built-in sensor and it will adjust the lighting to meet your circumstances. Now that's actually not a feature I tend to use very often. I prefer to stay in control of my own lighting. Now with all those bells and whistles built in, the Signature Edition comes at about £180. That is quite a jump from the base Paperwhite. That takes us to the next product in the Kindle line, which is the unit I use, and that is the Kindle Oasis. Now I absolutely love my Oasis, but if I'm honest, it's the product that is most due an update. The rest of the line have all had recent refreshes, and I feel like the Oasis will get a new version pretty soon. And currently the specs do make it a bit of a hard sell for somebody looking to buy a new unit. My Oasis is the most current version. It comes in at about 7 inches screen size, which is only a slight increase from the Paperwhite, but it is a pretty good fit. The thing that most stands out when you first look at the Oasis is the bezel on the side. That makes for quite a comfortable handle when you're reading the book. It means that you can touch it without worrying about interfering with the touch screen. You've also got 2 little page turn buttons that make it really simple to navigate through a book. Now that isn't an essential. You can absolutely navigate through any book just by touching the touchscreen on a Kindle, but I have to be honest, I do like these buttons and I'm glad they're there. Now again, this unit does come waterproof with that IPX8 protection, and it is a backlit screen, and again they've increased the number of LEDs further. The Oasis comes with 25 built-in LEDs. The Oasis comes with just 8GB of storage, but as I said, that is plenty and I'm nowhere near getting concerned about my levels of storage. It's got the auto adjusting light, it's got the warm tones, it's got lots of the bells and whistles of the products above it. One thing it's missing though is the USB-C. The Oasis still comes with micro USB, and that is kind of horrific for a premium product at this point in time. I picked mine up a couple of years ago, and even then I was really disappointed to see it didn't come with USB-C built in. That to me feels like an essential nowadays. It comes in 2 colour choices. You can get it in graphite or you can get it in gold. Currently the Kindle Oasis will set you back around £230. That is quite a substantial increase on the Paperwhite and the base Kindle. So that is each one of the main line of Kindle e-readers. But just before Christmas we did get one addition. We saw the release of the Kindle Scribe. This is a full-sized tablet e-reader. It comes in at 10.2 inches and it maintains that 300 ppi pixel density. But the thing that really separates the Scribe is that it comes with a pen stylus, and it's designed to be thought of as 2 products. First as an e-reader, and secondly as a note taker. You can annotate your books, you can write on PDFs, and you can start up a notepad. It's a really interesting product. It's got USB-C, it comes with 32 LEDs, so it should be well backlit, and I think it's kind of cool. But I personally don't think I'll be picking one up. I think as an e-reader, it's a bit too clunky. You lose out on some of the key features that make a Kindle really exciting. I love the fact that I can fit an entire library of books in my pocket. And it's just not the same with the Kindle Scribe. You'd need a backpack to take it with you. It also seems that from some of the early reviews, they've not quite smoothed it out as a product, and it will take a bit of fine tweaking to really get the most out of it. The Scribe will set you back around £330 currently. Now you really are getting into tablet money there, and it really does separate it from the rest of the products. So that is the full list of products. If you were shopping now, what should you go and buy? Well, personally, I would say that if you're just looking to spend a little bit of money, then you can't go wrong with the base Kindle. It's a really good price, and it'll get you into a really exciting product that you can make so much out of. But if I was shopping, I would be much more likely to opt for the Paperwhite. The slightly bigger screen, the warmer tones, the better backlighting, the waterproofing, I think those are really valuable features, and I think that makes it a very compelling product. Personally, I would go for the base amount of storage, and I'd probably pay to have no ads. Now, I absolutely love my Kindle Oasis, but currently it's not a compelling enough product to make me pay that increased payment to get away from the Paperwhite. I think that all the key features currently are found within the Paperwhite, and that would be enough for me. But I do think it's likely we'll see a refresh of the Oasis around the corner, and that could make things different. There's some really good ways that they could push the Oasis forwards. I would absolutely love it if they attached the same stylus to the Oasis that comes with the Scribe. It would be awesome to be able to take notes, and I think that that is enough space to actually use in that form, and it wouldn't need to carry around such a big bulky item as the Scribe. If they were to do that, then that is the product that I would recommend. As it stands, the Paperwhite is your way to go. Now, thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed that, or at least found it insightful. If you did, then do us a favour, press the like button, and I would love to catch you on the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.